Hi, my research topic is preschool students in kinship care. My research question is what behavioral problems and social emotional deficits, if any, do students in Northwest New Mexico struggle with? So, kinship care is when children are being raised by relatives other than their biological parents. This is something that is becoming increasingly common with millions of children being raised by relatives across the United States. This is something that is especially true in the Navajo Nation, where kinship care helps preserve culture, language, and family ties. So there's a lot of good that can come from kinship care. However, current literature also shows that um, children in kinship care often face significant behavioral and social emotional challenges. This is largely rooted in that early trauma and instability that they faced that landed them in kinship care. Studies report struggles with things like ADHD, mood swings, anxiety, and difficulty with self regulation. Most of what we know, however, comes from studies on white children, African American children, and Latino children. There's very little current research on Native American children, despite their high rates of kinship care. So the literature review kind of helps highlight this major gap and shows why studying the experience of Native American preschoolers in kinship care is essential. Because research also shows that high quality preschool and targeted early social emotional interventions can really help make a difference in students' development. So my current research hopes to help close this knowledge gap by finding out what, if any, behavioral problems and social emotional deficits that children in Northwest New Mexico, particularly in Gallup-McKinley County schools, where we have a large Native American population, what these students struggle with. So, to ensure triangulation of data, I conducted an interview with a preschool assistant. I sent out a survey to all the preschool teachers in the district, and I conducted a case study on one of the students in my own classroom who was in kinship care. My analysis plan included identifying patterns and themes that emerged throughout all of the different interviews and the survey. I gave scores to survey questions, and I just overall became very familiar with the data. And through these methods, I found that yes, students in kinship care in Northwest New Mexico struggle with challenging behaviors and social emotional deficits. And these things impact their peer relationships and classroom functioning. This is comparable and on par, really, with what current research has on students of other races. Though my research also found that Navajo culture and family values play a significantly large role in these students' lives and their development. So, yeah, that's my research. Thank you.